This is Jakari Jackson reporting for Infowars.com. We're in Murrieta, California, myself and the rest of the Infowars crew. And the interesting thing is this is about, I guess, 80 to 100 miles above the border. So you have this facility here, but they're not even so much checking for illegal immigration. They're bringing the illegal immigrants here to be processed. And we've been out here all day. And the whole time we've been out here, we've encountered one person who is pro-Amnesty, a sweet little old lady who was just, I guess slightly misguided. So we'll show you what she had to say earlier today. Then we'll go over here and talk to these people who are against their country being overrun and their tax dollars spent housing illegal immigrants.
We have, what's your name?
Georgia Johnson.
All right, and tell me why it is you're out here. What are you out here in support of?
I'm in support of treating the people that are coming across the border from the horrible situations that they're coming from. I think we should treat them humanely, treat them like the human beings that they are, and show them that our country has compassion.
All right, sir, are you a resident of this county?
I am, city of Murrieta, county of Riverside, yes.
No, I'm actually from Oceanside.
Okay, and how far is that?
Probably about an hour and a half away.
Hour and a half away. What's the biggest crowd you've seen out here so far?
Probably 200 to 250 anti-Obama illegal immigration.
Right.
Yeah, and then maybe 45 or 50 pro.
But we still have people in America who aren't getting taken care of. Vets are homeless. They don't get a place to stay. We're turning these military bases into holding facilities for these children. And I understand, you want to help the kids, that's fine. But at the same time, we have people here in America that need help. Imagine getting on a boat that says you can only hold 10 people and then you put 20 on there. What's going to happen? It's going to sink.
No, this country is the wealthiest country in the world. There's no reason for us to let anybody sink.
So what do you think about the Secretary of Homeland Security, Jay Johnson, saying that the people like you who have your viewpoint are pretty much a minority in this community?
I believe he's completely wrong. I mean, Jay Johnson can't even answer questions. I think he should be more focused on being able to answer reporters' questions than what other Americans' viewpoints are.
Yeah, he's completely out of touch. He's in Washington, D.C., probably behind a real high fence with security guards, and doesn't associate with a common man like me or the residents here in the city of Murrieta. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's evident. What he says doesn't match what's going on.
But there's a right way and there's a wrong way to go about the immigration process. You don't think this is wrong in any way? There's a lot of people who spend money, who take the tests to go through that process. And, you've got to understand that side of you as well, though. It's kind of a spit in the face of them if they're going through the process the right way. Meanwhile, these kids get shipped over and they're just given everything right off the bat. Like I said, there's veterans who don't get health care at all whatsoever, but these kids are being given everything.
What are they being given?
What are the kids being given? Shelter, food, amnesty. They're being dropped off in different places. I mean, they're as far as New York now.
Amnesty. They have to report to a court.
90% of them don't even show up, and this is recorded by the courts.
I have not heard that.
My wife actually just came across from Singapore. She's a quadriplegic. She has a broken neck. She just became a legal migrant actually a week ago. And she's completely outraged. She can't believe this is happening.
All right, miss, can you tell me what your name is and what brought you out here today?
My name is Rina Raman, and what brought me out here was actually the whole thing with the amnesty for illegal immigrants. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm an immigrant. I just became a U.S. citizen about a week and a half ago. And I don't have any problems with immigration, except that if it's illegal, I don't think that we should be supporting it. So that's my main beef. I mean, it took me about 15 years to become a citizen, but I did it the legal way.
Yes.
And a lot of money too. So why are we doing this for people who are already breaking the law? Mm-hmm. And why is the administration actually encouraging this? It just seems like it's undermining the Constitution as it stands,
Well, when you see people come in from whatever country, whether they're from Central America, Mexico, wherever, and they're not going through the legal, lawful process, what does that make you feel?
It makes me furious. I mean, we have people here that don't have housing, don't have clothing. What about spending our resources on helping those people? Isn't that what the government is supposed to do? I mean, isn't that what we have a government for? If it's not going to uphold the laws, then what's the point of it?
The Globalists have controlled the mainstream media for a long time, but now they're expanding and making the weaponization even more vicious and deceptive. All the major networks are state-run.
We are partnering this year with the NFL.
The NFL has become a political weapon against the Second Amendment and pushes Obamacare. MSNBC tells us that our children belong to the state.
We have to break through our kind of private idea that kids belong to their parents or kids belong to their families and recognize that kids belong to whole communities.
It is more important than ever to realize that we are not the alternative media. We are the true media. The establishment dinosaur press is dying.
We are in an information war, and we are losing that war.
Join us at InfoWarsNews.com and PrisonPlanet.tv. Members can share their memberships with up to 11 people. By subscribing, you will literally be buying war bonds in the info war to expand our operation in the face of the tyrants. Join us at PrisonPlanet.tv.